Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Polybridge. It has been quite some time since we last played this game, right? Well, good news, it is now out of early access and is released as a full game. So congratulations to the developers of this game, they've done a fantastic job. The game itself now looks so much more polished. As you can see, we've got a much nicer looking menu here. The level screens look pretty cool as well, they've been upgraded, and in general you'll see that everything looks nice and shiny and new, and there are new levels to be played. They've actually added quite a lot of extra levels in, as you can see right here, so we're going to play these through and we're going to try and make all of these green, starting with this one right here known as Checkpoint, which introduces some new features into the game. Some levels will require you to go through checkpoints before you can collect the flag. So a star is a regular checkpoint, the stop sign is one that will make the vehicle stop, and then there's a reverse one to turn it around. Now this one only has the regular checkpoint, which means you have to take the journey that it suggests, I believe. And we can see right here, we start and then we've just got to go straight to A. So there is the star, there's the checkpoint. Let's zoom in a little bit here, and that's what we got to go to. So we are going to, first of all, create a road to go to that height instead of straight across, which you could also do, but then you wouldn't hit the checkpoint. And this should be pretty simple. I think we want to build a bit of a support strut down here, a nice triangular shape. That looks nice and sturdy, doesn't it? And then for the front of the bridge, let's try and get that going at the same slope, something like this. And let's see if that can take the car. I think that could probably be a little bit smaller. And maybe that one a little bit smaller too. I'm trying to use as little materials as possible. Let's see if the car can go across. Oh, it's very close, but it did make it across. And down into the water you go. Splash. See you later. Level failed. Here's what we can do. They've been adding so many tools. I'm sure there's probably more of them that I'm not aware of. But we can now select a bridge. We can copy that selection and then we can flip it like that. So whenever we've got a symmetrical level, we can just do that quite easily. Now I'm hoping this will work, but due to the fact that the car's going down it, the tension distribution might be a little bit different. So it doesn't necessarily mean that this is going to work. There we go, we've got the star. Awesome. Oh, what did I say? I said it might not necessarily work. What we'll do on this side is just make all of this a little bit bigger. And hopefully that'll do it. We've got speed up and speed down buttons up the top here. They are different from what they were before, but I can't remember what they were. So budget, look at that, 316. Come on now, I want to play this again and try and get it even lower. What's the high score on that then? 5,000. Well, almost 6,000. Yeah, wow. Then the stress was pretty reasonable. I think up there is good, or maybe down. No, down there is better. Okay, and material footprint very low as well. Tell you what, before we go to the next level, let's try again. Where could we potentially tweak this and reduce the budget? Now, someone got it with like, I don't think we're going to get anywhere near as little as that other person did this for. Do you know what? I'm actually thinking this might be a little bit crazy to try and reduce it. I think you need a different bridge design. Will it work with that? No, it won't. No, it won't. Let's go back to the... Oh, it's blue. Why is that? Because what does that thing mean? Oh, let's go back to the main menu again. Right, so these have all got symbols underneath them. That one has a triangle symbol and it's blue. If I go click on this one, let's say, is there something? Let's play this one quickly because it should be nice and simple. I say that, it's probably actually going to be a little bit more complicated because we've got quite a heavy thing to bring across. And across it goes, so we very quickly built a bridge there. And the score isn't particularly great. What did that thing mean then? Let's go and exit. Oh, okay, so it means something. It means we've completed it in the latest update, perhaps. Well, I don't want to go through and play all of these again. But blue isn't green. Yeah, so not 100% sure. Oh, there you go, look. Ah, under budget and 100% stress. Interesting. Okay, so this wasn't an objective to get. Wow, I wish I'd have looked up there earlier. So that wasn't an objective to get, and it looks like now you've got to do all the levels again. So I guess we're probably going to aim to get those, but we're not going to be going back and redoing all of them again. Interesting. Okay, so we've got another one here. This looks interesting. We've got our regular checkpoints, the stop, and the reverse ones, but I'm only seeing that there is checkpoints down here, and it looks like they both basically go to the same destination. So we're building a bridge that goes down to sort of this point here. Let's... Well, that looks awkward, doesn't it? Yeah, this is going to be something interesting. Okay, let's try that again. Let's go directly to the star. Keep that slope the same. Now, does that count for picking it up is what I want to know. Okay, let's see how this fares. That looks like a good structure, doesn't it? They both go down together. Can they both make it up? They both picked up the checkpoints, the stars. Well, that's not bad. First attempt, there we go. And we are at 554. Our ranking in the leaderboard. That is awesome. That was really easy. I reckon, though, you could probably... I always like to do this. I always like to come back and tweak the budget. And then I realise it's a lot harder than it looks. And we skip on to the next level anyway, don't we? That's pretty much how things go around here. Let's just give it a quick nudge like this and see if it would be able to operate with a little less of that. I can't help but feel that's not going to work, actually. But no, it's looking solid. Oh, no, it didn't work. Okay. Back to the level select screen. So we did that one. We did it with the blue objective as well. That's terrific. And there and back again is the name of the next level. Okay, so it's another checkpoint dealio going on right here. Let's have a look at what happens in this one. That looks complicated. Okay, so we start, both of them go across at the same time. That makes sense. We hit a checkpoint, which is, if you look there, a reverse checkpoint. Then hydraulics happen. Then the boat, I believe that's the boat, and then hydraulics again. And I'm not quite sure what that means. So I'm going to say they both go across, then hydraulics happens, and one of them comes back again. So what we need to do is lay down our road like that, put a split joint in the middle. That's cool. We're going to suspend this bit on hydraulics. Okay, and I don't know what that's set to by default, but chances are we're going to have to mess around with this a bit. So then we will build a nice sturdy support up here. I mean, this is as basic as it gets. And again, use the copy tool. We don't need to flip that though. Or do we, because of the split joint? No, it doesn't look like it. That's not going to go... That's not going to go very far, I don't think. Like, this isn't going to... I don't know, let's expand. Expand, yes, that's right. Or maybe it will go far enough. I was going to say, it didn't look like that would actually go very far. Let's see what happens. Let's just give this a shot. So, can they both go across? The answer is yes. Sweet. Then that happens. And then that happens. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. And it doesn't go high enough up. But it may have been because of the way this was done. So what we've got to do is zoom in on this thing. And that to me looks correct. What happened again? Why did it all mess up? That looks completely normal. Am I missing something here? So they go across. Then we have the split joint act. Right, now you stayed connected. The top one, you see it there. The top one stays connected. What is that about? Zoom in again. I mean, surely that means you disconnect. Well, that seemed to do it. Bam, then that happens. So no. What I had to do is just... And there you go, it goes back across, so we figured it out right. What I had to do is just click on that a couple of times, and then it sorted itself out. So, anyway, this is not going to work. I think what we need to do is just have a support beam here. Yeah, and then we're going to have our hydraulics somewhere else. Now, where's the best way to get the biggest difference? Like, that sort of looks like it might be the spot. But I can't help but feel that it's not. Anyway, these are going to contract, which it does by default. So let's play. Across they go. Oh, that's not good enough. Let's try again. We need some more support at the bottom. So let's just add something like that. Copy it over to the other. I love these tools. These are great. They make it so much faster to build. And we can bring these guys across. It's still not good enough. Come on now. What's going on here? Okay, this is probably looking ridiculous now, right? Well, the idea is the bigger this gap, the further back it pulls that. I believe. I could be getting that entirely wrong. It's possible. I think height might have something to do with it. And there you go. That one worked. Excellent. But is it enough for our friend to go back across again? It is. It is. He's made it across. And our budget wasn't particularly good. And where are we on the leaderboard? 4,300. Twin Sunflower, you are better than I. Let's go back here and play the next level. Easy elevator. Well, that sounds easy, doesn't it? So what's going on here? We've got checkpoints again. We've been learning to understand this. Let's read this bottom bit. In the level info panel, which we see after we tick this, you can see when a stopped vehicle is set to start up again by looking for the vehicle's label in the retrigger event. Right, that should make sense, but maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, these go across, then that happens, then this is the retrigger event, so that's when it starts again, perhaps? And then you run through the same set of variables. So what's going on? Car A and car 2, they were set to go at the same time, yep. Right, then they've got to make it to their... Okay, that's a stop checkpoint, so... 2.1, 1.1. Right, so when they get there, it starts over again. So it's cars, hydraulics, then they get to the stop point. So does that mean as soon as they set off, the hydraulics are going to activate? Because that's how I read that. The answer is no. So we've got to get both of them to their stop point. Now, I also just want to point out that this guy didn't stop. Let's get them both to the stop and see what happens then. Oh, look, there's little... All over the place there's these things. Oops. That's not very helpful. Okay, so we've got little anchor points. And I know that's ridiculous, but let's just see what happens. Are they going to stop there? They are. Oh. Wow. And then the car doesn't get to go again. No, it falls down into the river. Okay. So where are you going, A2? A2's going over here. I think he wants to go to this side. Right, this is fascinating stuff. Okay, I'm gonna sit here and have a little think about what's going on. Okay, am I understanding this correctly? Possibly not, but you know, they've both got to go to the middle. Then this is going to be lowered so that one can go there. That one's going to be lowered so this one can go here. And I think timing might be an important thing here. But anyway, we have secured this little bit here. If we zoom in on the split joint, it's so that this can go all the way across, like the full length, but it will disconnect when the hydraulics activate. So that's going to lower down, and this is going to lower down. And I've realised that this is too much over here, but we're going to go ahead with it anyway. You know, it's too much distance. So they stop. That's sort of what we want to see. Yep, it looks like the top one's got it right, but the bottom one's going to suffer a little bit here. Good, good, good. Apparently that's good enough. I would like to make that look a little bit better, to be honest, but I guess we could take that. No, we're going to try again. So I think that this bit here is unnecessary, but you saw there that didn't really lower too far. So let's reposition that from there to there, expand it all of the way. It should tip out a little bit further and drop that one closer to home. Now, as far as reducing the budget goes, everything looked relatively stable. So let's lower all of that down, and this one as well will lower just a touch, and we'll play again. We'll see how that goes. Yep, all looks good. No stress at all. Wow, look at that. That is a slope and a half. Oh no, it's too much. It's too much. Let's bring it back by like, yeah, 20% or so. And let's speed this up as well, because we've seen this a couple of times now. Right, is that good? Ooh, just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. So, wait, are we going back in or further out? Yeah, we're going back in. 30%, that should be it. Come on now, let's complete this already. Look at that, epic, epic. Not so bad. I don't know how they got the budget all the way down here. That's some crazy stuff going on right there, but I'm happy with that. Do you know what? I could see myself playing this game if I weren't making videos for ages trying to get that lowest score. And yeah, anyway, let's go to the next level. We might have done this one before actually, because we're in the new area. So, oh, it took us. Did it take us straight to that way? No, it took us to Wooden High Bridge, but we're doing I, and we're gonna have some more checkpoints. This is cool. Right, we kind of understand this now. So let's see what's going on. We are going, just basically going from one side to the other. Right, but this one's got to go down and up, and that one's got to go. Aha. Okay, so that's sort of not particularly great. Let's go something like that, then we'll mirror it. This one can go... Oh, that's a bit steep. Is that going to be enough? I hope that's enough. Right. can we... Do you know what? I don't know if we can do... Yeah, we should be able to do all of it at once. Copy, flip. Aha! And that's our road structure. Wow. This is going to be a crazy bridge. We also have the use of some rope. So I'm sort of looking at this and wondering if a box section through the middle would be good. And then we have rope for the bottom and wood for the top. I'm going to just try that because it sounded like an interesting idea. This probably isn't going to be... Oh, this is going to use up a lot of materials. Our budget is 20,000. Let's see how much it would cost to do this. I don't think this is the best idea, but it's an interesting idea now. Just those ones, please. Actually, that's not enough, is it? So, how does our budget go? Up. Actually, we might be able to pull this off. Cool, and then we just need those two as well. Tap C on the keyboard, place them in place. Excellent. Oh, and I missed one. That honestly looks terrible. This is either like gonna work and be okay and I'll be like, oh, I got away with one there, or it's just gonna collapse. Let's see what goes on. Oh my god, I'm getting away with it! I'm getting away with it! Look at that, it actually worked! That monstrosity worked. Wow. Well, there you go. Okay, that was cool. That was cool. Let's do the next one then. Oh no, wait, we've got to go back. Alright, this is what I keep forgetting. We've got to go back here. Because that was double overpass drawbridge. And we want to play Hills and Valleys, don't we? Let's jump into Hills and Valleys. Some levels will require you... Oh no, we've read this already. Oh my god! Wait, what's the dealio here? Just straight go. And there's two vehicles. Oh, the boat. The boat is going to go... No, wait, what? A2 is... Is that the boat? I think that's the boat. Anyway, it looks like we're going to go up and down and up and down and up and down. I'm just going to say this. That looks like the most ridiculous bridge you will ever build in this game. And I like it. Something different, isn't it? Okay, I've just finished like placing all of this stuff and the bridge not falling apart when I test it. Now this is ridiculous. We had a little bit of structure at the beginning here. And over on this side it sort of loses a lot of that. Now I set out building this for some reason thinking that you could only have a maximum of 3 steel. And I realise now that's because the hotkey is free. Ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, not too much to say about this really. The reason there's steel there is just because the support struts could be a little bit longer. And I was using it because I thought I only had 3. And then I used a lot of steel over here. So our budget could be much higher if we needed it to be. This car also goes very slow, which is sort of promising, but now it's going to drift down there. And can it make it up this slope? I guess is the next question. It can't. It can't. Okay, that's fair enough. Oh, is it going to go again? No, it's not. Now, the way I've been looking at this initially was to put the roads as close to the star as you can, but the chances are it may be that it can be a fair bit lower and you'd still get away with hitting it. So what we're going to do here, that's the one that it struggles with, and we may struggle to adjust the road a little bit here, but let's say it can make it up that slope and it will hit that star, then that's going to be okay, isn't it? So let's bring this down, let's drag these down as well, and just turn that down a little bit, and I think that looks good. Does. Let's speed it up because we've seen this already. There you go, first star. There you go, second star. Come on now, let's go all the way through. Yes! Yes! Awesome! And the last bit looks like this bit here is struggling, but it just about made it. Incredible. That is awesome. That was a very fun level. What is the score here? So someone did it. Unknown did it with 25,000. That's incredible. Anyway, that is going to be it from me of this episode of Poly Bridge. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave a like. We'll be back with more soon. We're going to play through all of these extra levels that have been added, and I am certainly going to enjoy it because this game is fantastic. And yeah, so thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.